Hey guys, it's Clay on the trail. I am up here with Karen and my son Dustin. We're up in the Uintas. We're actually at the Stillwater campground. We were able to drive in. You can see the vehicles here. And we're just going to do winter camp. Haggard Wilderness was going to meet us here, and his family got sick, it sounds like. And we passed him. He was headed back while we were headed up. It's beautiful. It's like 40, 45, 46 degrees up here. About 8-10 inches of snow, nothing crazy. I'm going to do a little bit of a bushcraft craft camp today. Dustin is going to use my Dominion, and Karen, she's got a car camping setup right in the back seat of her truck. We're by the river. I've shoveled one of the tables off. We're like in the very, very back by the group campsite. There's a bathroom over there. And we are by the river. It's going to be pretty nice. It's going to get down in the teens tonight. We're expecting that. I'm going to just do a tarp and a sleeping bag setup with a fire in front of my setup, and we'll kind of use it as the community fire pit. And then, yeah, we'll cruise from there. Anyhow. Okay. So, in theme with my bushcraft camp, we're going to start our fire with the bow and drill. I have a Quaking aspen. Nice, man, there's moisture in this. Quaking aspen hearth and a juniper spindle. I have lots of sets of these, and I like to mix them up and make sure that they all work. There is just a little bit of moisture in this. It's going to be a tough start. So I've got my bird's nest ready to go. I'm going to do a quick burn in, and then I'll cut the notch and get serious. Oh, I'm missing one thing. I use a rock with a divot in it for my handhold. Okay, I've got a good burn going, so I know this setup's going to work. Okay, I got just a heavier chunk of the cottonwood bark to catch my coal on. I am starting a new hole. I could have probably used any of these holes and got one more fire out of them, but I'm not going to. Okay, because I know that I've only burned in, I didn't make my V-notch go clear to the center, but as I burn in more, it will widen that hole and end up right where it needs to be. There's a lot of moisture everywhere today. I don't think I made my notch quite big enough, so we'll go back and widen it out, but I'll keep all the dust I've made so far. Get so close. Oh, I might have one. Nope, I had one, but it went out. Like I said, there's a ton of moisture today. My juniper spindle gets thinner towards the top, so as my string slides up, it slacks and causes slippage. losing my coal. And I thought I lost it. So I have set my tarp up. I just ran a ridge line between these two trees. I have a 12 by 12, so I ran it down not quite half, or just over a third, I guess, and then brought it underneath. I ended up tying the edge of this back because I don't have a center. I don't have anything tying the center, and it was bunching up. And then to give me some headroom, I just cut that post. And then I'm sitting on this while we're just hanging out, but I will actually sleep back there, and I'll use both mats. It is going to get in at least the teens, if not colder tonight. I did bring a wool pad for Cash. He knows not to get on my other stuff, but I've caught him a couple times. I have my anorak for when it gets colder, and then I have my puffy if it gets freezing cold. We're going to do some steak and potatoes for dinner tonight. And I think Karen got the Colonel's recipe chicken tonight for dinner. So, going to eat good. Everything will be fine. Dustin's set up. He's stealing my outdoor vitals tonight. And Karen, like I said earlier, she has a mattress set up in the back seat of her truck, which will be the most comfortable of all of us. But we brought us some chairs, and I cut 2 full trees down. They're not huge, but that will give us 6-8 hours worth of fire. So that will probably be plenty. If not, we'll find some more. Here where it's drifted a little bit, we probably have there's better than a foot of snow here. But when you get out on the flats, there's like 8 inches or so. I crossed down here pretty easy. I actually think we'd be pretty safe up here, but I don't want to fall in and have to go home. That'd suck. Been some coyotes or something up here that are making tracks. in right there. A couple years ago, we came right here and crossed with our snowmobiles. It'd be a little sketch today. But when you get in there, the brush gets so tight there wasn't anywhere to go. We were trying to get to that hill on the other side, and that's where we've camped on that against that hill several times. A few winter camps. Cool. This is not for sure somewhere I would hang out in the summertime, because this would be full of RVs and people on four-wheelers and cars. But this time of year, you get the whole place to yourself. These tracks here are more deer or moose. And I believe it's right here is kind of a cool spot because you have the I can't think of the name of the fork that the Christmas Meadows is, but this is the Hayden Fork to the right that follows the highway, and then on the left you have the fork that comes out of Christmas Meadows. You can see our camp over there. And this is Black Friday, by the way. It's the day after Thanksgiving. So it's not even winter yet. Here's a trail that goes around the one side of the river, one part of it. But there was a very small loop around our campsite anyway. So we're just hanging out around the fire and had some T-bone steaks for dinner, and Karen had some KFC, and what is it, like 6:30? It's dark. No stars.
Yeah, actually, it's exactly 6:30.
Yeah, there's a couple stars out. Anyway, we're just hanging out, have a big fire going, staying warm. Boiled up some water, put them in some Nalgene bottles, got them in our sleeping bags so they'll be ready to get into. We just got to stay awake for about 3 more hours, or we'll all be up at 4 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out how to stay warm. Well, good morning. We figure it got somewhere between 10 and 14 degrees last night when Karen started her truck this morning. It said 14. We're just having breakfast, and then we're gonna roll up and head out. It's got to be close to 8 o'clock by now. And we got up about, well, somebody got up at 6.
No, 6:45.
6. Woke everybody up, but he did build the fire, so we'll forgive him. Okay, guys, it was good camp. A little chilly, but I mean, I stayed warm. I had a 20-degree bag on the outside and a 0-degree bag on the inside. We boiled water in an Nalgene bottle, and I stayed warm all night long. Dustin stayed warm. Karen said she did good. She had some cold spots just in her sleeping bag, but she got to start her truck when she got cold. So short video, still working out the bugs on my new camera, trying to figure it out. I appreciate you coming along. If you'll give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.